Hello, welcome to Mountain Jim Card Collectibles. Hope you're having a great weekend. So today we have another Topps Star Wars product to preview. And this is a different Star Wars product. This has a Japanese take to it. So today I am previewing the 2025 Topps Star Wars Meiyo box sets that are due to be released on May 4th, 2025. And I mean, price-wise, you're looking anywhere, $200, $300 for the most part on this. It does contain autographs and original sketch cards. But its only downfall is it's still just a mixture of like all the Star Wars franchises all thrown into one, where I always wish they'd focus on, the latest release, whether it be on Disney Plus, in the movie theaters, whatever. It just makes more sense than doing a wash, rinse, and repeat consistently throughout the year of all the franchises in different sets. It's just I always wish they would work on that. Anyway, if you're a Star Wars fan, this Star Wars Meiyo is a different take on the cards, which is, I like that. Do I wish the price was lower? Of course I do. But anyway, let's get more into it. All right, so today I am using the checklist and the odds at the Topps Star Wars because I honestly could not find it anywhere else. I don't like to use the Topps checklist, but it is what it is. So if you go to topps.com, you should be able to pull this up. As you can see, it will be available on May 4th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. If you dig into this, you will see different dates, like I believe it was April originally when I guess they planned to release it, but obviously got pushed back. And, we can go ahead and read some information about this. This is at the Topps RIP site. How to collect 2025 Topps Star Wars Meiyo. See, originally it was due to be released on April 17th, 2025. Topps returns to the galaxy far, far away with 2025 Topps Star Wars Meiyo, a new premium release that blends elegance, artistry, and nostalgia across every corner of the checklist. Whether you're a longtime Star Wars fan or a dedicated card collector, Meiyo offers a carefully curated experience rooted in character-driven storytelling and Japanese-inspired design. From bold faction identities to rare autographs and stunning artwork, this set is a tribute to both the legacy and future of the Star Wars universe. The basics of Star Wars Meiyo. The 100-card base set is divided evenly across four of the saga's most iconic factions: the Rebel Alliance, the Galactic Empire, the Resistance, and the First Order. Each 25-card grouping is specially designed to evoke a sense of honor and power with visual inspiration drawn from tradition, elegance, and in-universe symbolism. Featuring carefully selected imagery and foiled parallels, base cards offer collectors a layered chase that includes purple, black, blue, green, red, and the ultra-rare foil fracture one-of-ones. And, these are all numbered. Inserts galore. Beyond the base set, collectors can look forward to a trio of unique insert sets that celebrate the saga in new and exciting ways. First, the faction-based die-cut cards showcase standout characters from each side of the battle. Rebel Alliance, Galactic Empire, Resistance, and First Order, cut into striking shapes and limited print run. Chrome Stickers offers a nostalgic nod to the original 1977 Star Wars sticker cards, but with a modern chrome twist and a refreshed lineup featuring newer characters. Meanwhile, Japanese art and culture take center stage with Manga Madness and Ukiyo-e, two stunning inserts featuring never-before-seen Star Wars character art from renowned artists like Peach Momoko Manga Madness will be exclusive to packs sold at Star Wars Celebration, while Yu-Gi-Oh! E-cards can be found in hobby and online formats. For autograph collectors, Topps Star Wars Meiyo brings plenty to chase. It features signatures from some of the most recognizable talent in the Star Wars galaxy, including single and dual autographs that highlight beloved characters and powerful pairings. Even rarer are the die-cut autograph variations, which combine the striking die-cut character designs with authentic signatures from the actors who've portrayed them. From Japanese-inspired inserts and chrome throwbacks to faction-based storytelling and signature-driven chase cards, 2025 Topps Star Wars Meiyo is a bold and elevated addition to the Star Wars trading card legacy. At least it's a different take, because we get so much just kind of wash, rinse, and repeat from, top Star Wars sets. Focusing on specific factions, we went over that. We'll utilize inspiration on its design as Lucasfilm holds its Star Wars Celebration event in Tokyo, Japan. So that's something to think about. There's some cards that are, exclusive to that event. And hobby boxes will contain 8 packs per box, 8 cards per pack, and cost $149.99. So that's the cost at Topps. Hobby cases will contain 12 boxes and cost $1,799.99. All right. And you can get notified if you want. Anyway, let's check out the checklist. I zoomed it in as much as I can, so I apologize that we can't get a closer look. But it is what it is. So anyway, looking at some base cards, and this is, they're going through these various factions, of course. So for base, they start us off with the Rebel Alliance base with RA1 Admiral Akbar. And, if you know about these factions, of course, they're going to have some bigger names with Rebel Alliance, such as Chewbacca, C-3PO, Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, R2-D2. Anyone else coming out at me? There's a few other names, but those are some of the bigger names. Then we hit this faction, the Galactic Empire base. This starts off with G1 Admiral Azel. Then the G-5 Darth Vader. I'm just going to say some of the bigger names. They have a lot of just different, characters like Imperial Death Trooper, but that doesn't mean much to me. The bottom of the list, they have like the Grand Inquisitor. Then we have the Resistance base faction. RS-1 is Admiral Statira. Then as we go down here, we have some different names, but honestly, a lot of these names are not coming out at me. Yeah, Rey is at RS-20. Maybe Finn at RS-10, but, some of these just not as much. And then we have the First Order base faction, which is FO-1. It starts off with Admiral Griss. And then we have, a lot of other just generalized, like First Order Flame Trooper, First Order Jet Trooper. Then at the bottom they have like General Hux, or else Supreme Leader Snoke is the bottom of that list, FO-25. The thing about these base cards is, I'll be honest, there's a lot of characters, names, whatever, that they're not coming out at me. All right. So then we hit the inserts, and they start us off with Rebel Honor faction, RBH-1, and who's on here? Well, they start us off with Bail Organa, then Chewbacca, Han Solo. If we go down the list, Lando Calrissian, Leia Organa, Princess Leia, Luke Skywalker. And those are the only names that come at me there. Imperial Honor, the Darth Vader, obviously, Emperor Palpatine, Grand Admiral Thrawn, the Grand Inquisitor, Resistance Honor. These names, not many of them come out at me. They have Finn, that comes out at me, but the rest, like, I guess Ray. But boy, good luck with that one. First Order Honor. Oh, man. I mean, they give us Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, Supreme Leader Snoke. But good luck with these other guys, like General Hux, General Pride. And we had Rebel Honor die cut variation. And to start us off, we have Bail Organa, and then Chewbacca, Han Solo. A few other names, Lionel Calrissian, Leia Organa, Luke Skywalker. It's basically a wash, rinse, and repeat of what we just went over. Imperial Honor die cut variation, same names, Darth Vader, Emperor Palpatine, Grand Admiral Thrawn. Resistance Honor die cut variation, same names. First Order Honor die cut variation, once again, same names. Then we hit Chrome stickers, and this is kind of a different list than these prior, just variations of the other lists. So Chrome stickers, they give us Ahsoka Tano to start us off, followed by Boba Fett, Darth Maul, Grogu, Jabba the Hutt, Mace Windu, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Padme Amidala, The Mandalorian, and Yoda. So the Chrome stickers, those are all big Star Wars names. Star Wars Japanese poster variants, just of all, like the movies. And then we have the Yukio E. It's kind of a different take. I don't really see anything too special there, although they do have Grogu on their UK-4. Medal of Yavin die cut. You have Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, and Chewbacca. Then we come to the autographs, which, if you're into this set, I'm guessing you're likely going to be chasing some of these autos. And the autos are all over the place, from different movies, whatever. Start us off, we have the C-3PO Anthony Daniels auto A-AD for Chrome autographs. And they have some other names on here like Lando Calrissian, Billy D. Williams, A-BDW, Ewan McGregor, A-EW for Obi-Wan Kenobi, Hayden Christensen, Anakin Skywalker, A-HC. I'm just saying some of the names that are coming out at me. Katie Sackhoff, Bo-Katan Kryze, A-KS. Mark Hamill, of course, Luke Skywalker, A-MH. Oscar Isaac as Poe Dameron, A-OI. Or, Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka Tano, A-RD. Chrome dual autographs. They start us off with DA-DF, Felicity Jones, Diego Luna. And then DA-DM, we have Daisy Ridley, Dave Chapman. And, they have a pretty good list of dual autographs. I'm going to spend all my time on them. But, one that comes out at me is like Billy D. Williams, Harrison Ford. That would be an awesome one to hit. And let's see. The Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Rosario Dawson, kind of a nod to Ahsoka Tano. And then we hit the Rebel Honor die cut autograph variation. Big names on here again, like Billy D. Williams as Lionel Calrissian, Felicity Jones as Jyn Erso, Genevieve O'Reilly as Mon Mothma, Harrison Ford as Han Solo, Ian McElhenney as Jen Dodonna, and Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker. Then we hit Imperial Honor die cut autograph variation. These names aren't as big. We have like Ian McDiarmid, Lars Mikkelsen. Those are probably the biggest names in that list. Resistance Honor die cut autograph variation. And we have Daisy Ridley as Rey, and that comes out at me. Laura Dern as Emmeline Holdo, Oscar Isaac as Poe Dameron, at least for the bigger names. Just a short list. And then First Order Honor die cut autograph variation. Adam Driver as Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Andy Serkis as Supreme Leader Snoke. And then we, that's just another short list. But, the thing to beware of in the autographs is, there is actually quite a few names that are just, they don't carry any weight at all, really. All right, so sketch cards, sketch artists. We have various names there. And that is the entire list. So I hit some of the bigger names to chase. I recommend going to Topps and checking this out for yourself. And we'll just go ahead and check some of these odds out. I won't spend too much time here. So there's a lot of various parallels, for instance, Rebel Alliance base cards, purple foil, black foil, blue foil, green foil, red foil, foil fractors. So we know that there's a lot of different parallels, and I'm not going to go over all these odds. It gets kind of ridiculous, like here's one that comes out at me. First order honor die cut variation foil fractor. 1 in 11,994 or 1 in 9,132. And the thing about the odds on the right is that's the Star Wars Celebration exclusive, which means you have to be at the event. So good luck with that. The odds more than likely that you're going to be sticking with will be the ones on the left. Like it says here, the STW Meiyo 2024 to 2025 hobby distributor. Yeah. But, the odds on the right, if you make it to that event, and you can get this product, kudos to you. Anyway. So now I am looking at some of these autograph odds. Like for chrome autographs, it's 1 in 75 packs, 1 in 68. Chrome autographs, gold refractor, 1 in 266. Or 1 in 241. The second odds I'm giving you is for the Star Wars Celebration event, exclusive box. And some of the odds on these are just atrocious. Like the Chrome Autograph Superfractor, 1 in 5,331 or 1 in 4,566. Rebel Honor die cut autograph variation foil fractor. If you're chasing that, 1 in 19,191. So clearly, when you look at the odds for these autographs, they're not going to be in every box. I mean, there's no way. It doesn't say, I've been digging around, are there autos in every box? And I could not get a legitimate answer. You look at the box, you dig into it. It appears that there are autographs, but I just can't state that they're going to be in every box. All right. Sketch cards, good luck with those. Like for 1,999 or 1,827. I mean, that is just crazy. Sketch cards gold, 1 in 1,655 or 1 in 1,522, or sketch cards black, 1 in 10,662 or 1 in 9,132. I mean, so you're going to need a lot of luck to get some of these better autograph cards and sketch cards. I mean, the odds are definitely stacked up against you. And if you're serious about the set, I recommend, going to Topps and looking at these odds for yourself before you even rip open that box, because, it's important to look at odds before you rip open a box to decide if you want to just try and flip the box over trying to flip the cards. So if you go to Dave and Adam's Card World, you can buy hobby boxes for $249.95. And they do have some information that you can read about, pretty much everything that we just went over. And you can also purchase a 12-box case of the set for $2,949.95. So if you really want to get into it, and that may be what it takes to get into some of these autos, think about it. All right. You can go shopping online. There are plenty of suppliers that are carrying this. I know I've looked on YouTube. I've even, saw some people ripping this thing open already. So they managed to get early and, do a rip on it. We went over the David Adams card world. You can go to eBay for $299.99. Another thing at eBay, $285.99. This one's at $233 at StockX. Card Collector 2, Sports Cards, has it for $249.99. So, let's see. And there's a lot of this product on eBay. So I went over it really well. It's a different take on Star Wars. I wish I could have, gotten a closer look at some of the cards. Unfortunately, I just couldn't really find any place that had a good close-up for the cards. As far as purchasing this set goes, I'd give it the 45-degree thumbs up just for the fact it's kind of a unique set. The Japanese, designs. Obviously you're going to have to cross your fingers to get into the autos. We looked over some of those odds. Good luck with that. It's a box where if I purchased it, I would more than likely just hold on the box and not rip it open. Even though I do like the idea, I probably would just try and flip the box. I'm just not sure how much it's going to be on the market. I mean, we went over with what's on the market already, and there's a lot on eBay, So I just don't know, what that would do for you trying to flip a box. Because obviously there's a lot of people who, have it, and ready to sell. So what I don't like about this set is how it is basically another wash, rinse, and repeat set. They like to just throw in these factions lately, from all the movies, shows, whatever. And they don't seem to really want to do anything that's focused on a show. And I'm not sure why they're not doing that. We are just always in Topps wash, rinse, and repeat of, we put the factions together, and all the movies, we're just throwing them all together. It lacks originality, in my opinion. And that's why, to a certain degree, I always kind of hope that Star Wars pulls the plug on the Topps franchise and moves it to somewhere else, Upper Deck, wherever, because it would just be nice to get more originality in the Star Wars products from Topps, and they just don't really do it. Anyway, if you have any different opinions, leave some comments. Thank you to all my subscribers and recent subscribers, and thank you to all my viewers. If you haven't subscribed, it's 100% free. All you have to do is click the button. Anyway, hope you have a great day. I'm out of here. Bye.